Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
So Arkansas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all the...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll Trying to put a drive together starting from the 36. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly complete. After 45 on his way. There he goes. Touchdown time. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Hill. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the air, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Green. Got room at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hand.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from Clinton last drive.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's a heat. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. It's a running room. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Hale. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field.
It's a seam wide. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finding open areas. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Green. Working that wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This game goes on.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting...
Makes a grab on the shot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. Turning it on. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They're going back to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to get it done on the ground there on 3rd down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
Fights off the defender. Alabama will get the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Extending the play. Throws into the middle of the field. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. wants to throw. It's Green. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Horton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Oh, better look out. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clapp. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations, and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Green. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The inside handoff. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's deep.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. There he goes. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking for room, it's Young. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches.
Out of space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the gun, the ground game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Green. Steps away to find some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
so impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, no, he's got him.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Turning on the Jets. He's loose. The 30. He's at the... And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
He's got it inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Dropping back, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
A third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Green. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Got his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I'll tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Back to throw, it's Russell. The quick out. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Horton.
We're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they moved out front here in the 4th.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
To the air, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it going. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum.